Hi, Steve Gamache with a Chef Knives to Go quick look product video, and today we're looking at the Takagi Honyaki Blue Number 2 Gyuto 240mm knife. This knife has a core steel of Aogami R Blue Paper Number 2 Carbon steel, and the heat treat at the edge is around 62 on this. This is an unusual knife in that it's constructed out of the same Blue Number 2 steel throughout. There's no cladding on this, thus the name Honyaki refers to the construction. And these are frequently, I assume this one is differentially hardened, where they harden the knife more at the edge where it counts for edge retention and sharpness and so on. And then they, whatever technique they use, the knife is not hardened as much towards the spine. So that retains some softness for strength and resilience versus not being brittle as the edge part of the knife is. So this is a Honyaki construction, very unusual at a knife in this price point. The weight on this knife is 6.5 ounces and 183 grams. The blade length is 242, so right around 240, 9.5 inches, and then the overall length is 15.2. The spine at the base is a pretty thin blade. The spine at the base is about 2.1 millimeters, and it thins down just a little after that, pretty much holds that all the way down until you hit the grind of the knife about right here. So you'll see a fair amount of that same thickness in the spine all the way through till you hit the grind, boom, right here at the end. The blade height, it's not a particularly tall Gyuto for a 240. It's about 45.85, a little under 46. These will vary as well, so I'm not sure how this relates to all their knives in general, but that's the height of this particular sample. And the handle is one of those semi-custom handles that Mark offers. It's a Bubinga Wenge ferrule octagonal. Real nice handle, super fit and finish on this. Nice installation, sealing on the install. This one is just under 3 inches in diameter, as you can see on the sheet. This knife is an interesting blade shape-wise, and you can see the primary bevel on this is honed down here, and it's fairly polished also as it hits the edge. The out-of-the-box edge on this, I'd say, is decent. It could use some little bit more bite on it. It's got a little bit of bite to it, but it could use a little bit more, I think. This could be sharpened, definitely. It's decent edge out of the box, but you could easily make it better. The knife itself tapers down pretty nicely to be fairly thin on that grind towards the tip. And this is one of the flattest profile Gyutos I have seen. This thing is on a cutting board. This thing is almost dead flat on the board up to a good half of the knife. So you've got a good half of your 240 here that's almost dead flat on the cutting board with very little rock to it. And then you've got a gentle curve towards the tip. So this is not a rocking style blade, although you can do a little bit of short rocking style and shorter ingredients. But this is very oriented towards push cutting and glide cutting and such. So it's not a rocker at all. So if you're looking for a super flat blade profile, this is your guy right here. Balance point, it's a little bit blade heavy because it holds a lot of that height on the blade, but balance point's about right here, and your pinch grip's about here, so it's a little bit blade heavy compared to some Gyutos. But interesting all-around blade. I didn't put this one in any product, but it's really interesting looking blade if you want something rather unique. So there you have the Takagi Honyaki Blue Number 2 Gyuto 240mm.